Good afternoon, my lovely delicates. How are you today? I am good. It is Thursday, February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. I hope all is well with everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful Valentine's Day and got what they wanted on Valentine's Day and got who they wanted on Valentine's Day and was with who you all wanted to be with and just had a nice Valentine's Day. We had a wonderful day yesterday. Other than my mother doing her dialysis as usual on Wednesday, we some errands and then went out to eat and then came home and just relaxed the rest of the day. So we had a really peaceful, relaxing Valentine's Day. Um, so yeah, this week has been an interesting week, to say the least. Just had to get on here and just have a transparent moment with y'all. Had a death on my dad's side. Well, I'm gonna say my dad's side because it was one of my niece's grandmother, and we grew up with her. They literally grew up with us. They lived down the street from us, from my grandparents, my dad's parents. So been dealing with that the last few days. So, and then I just have to let you guys know that January and February is just not, it's just already not good months for us. I mean, we have a lot of, already have a lot of like death anniversaries. And I know that that's not a good word to say, like anniversary, because it was really, you would say that an anniversary is something to be celebrated in a great way. But January and February are just already not good months for us. And then, we had to deal with my mother dialysis. And, that happened in January of this year. And then now, something else to deal with. It's like, I would just like to get past January and February, without something happening. Somebody passing away or something happening. I appreciate all your condolences. I can't say that this one is hard. Like I said, we grew up with her. So she's like another, I don't even know what to say. Mother, some people say mother, grandmother, but she was everything all in one. Mother, grandmother, auntie, like the whole nine. So, yes, even though it is one of my niece's grandmothers, again, like I said, we literally grew up together. Like, down the street, they literally stayed four houses down from my grandparents. And we all grew up together. So, this really sucks. I'm going to just be honest. And I'm going to be honest. I'm so numb that that emotional part of me right now is like, and I know me, it's going to come at some point. I know. So I just want to thank everybody for all of your condolences and your support through this time. But, like I said, transparent moment. Sharing my journey. And I just wanted to say, so I'm going to just basically had a little situation yesterday. My dad called. We had a little words. Not some words, but in a nutshell, as a caregiver, and this is how I'm going to say this, as a caregiver, you also need support from your family and from your friends. And I'm not going to say I haven't been getting the support, because I have been getting support. I have been getting support from extended family. I have been getting support from friends. I do have my friends that text and call me from now on, and from every now and again ask me how I'm doing. How am I doing? Am I eating? Am I sleeping? Am I resting? Am I good? But the main people, some of the other people that I need the support from, I'm not getting it from. And I just had to point that out to one of the people on yesterday. Because we have an issue when you call me and you ask me, when you tell me why, you literally said to me, why? What's wrong with you? You literally sit on the phone and tell me that I'm the one that's not sick. My mother's the one that's sick, and you literally say to me, I should be okay. You're not sick, so you should be okay. You don't tell somebody, especially the daughter of the person who's sick. You don't come to them and say, oh, well, you should be okay, because they're the ones that's sick and you're not. Anybody that knows me, everybody that's close to me knows how close me and my mother is, including my other parent, okay, which is my dad. So when you sit on the phone with me and you say to me, you should be okay, something is wrong with that. Again, this is a transparent moment. Y'all, I'm being real with y'all. Okay? And yes, I was upset. There were some other things that were said too. And I had to point out to my other parent, my dad, you have not once asked me how I'm doing. I'm your daughter. But you calling me on the phone telling me that I need to be available for somebody else when I'm going through my own shit right now. Like, I'm going through my own situation emotionally right now. And you're calling and telling me that not only you're saying to me, oh, you should be okay. And then you turn around in that same breath and say, I should be there. I should be emotionally available for somebody else right now. I know, right? So I can hear y'all right now. I can hear everybody saying probably the same thing that I said yesterday. Like, and that I've been saying. Like, really? And I'm laughing y'all to keep from just, it's like, really? Like, you're my dad. Like, where's your support for me? Where's your support for me? Because, it's like, come on. Like, and like I said, I have support. But I'm not getting the support from the people that you think, you feel as a human being and as a person, you feel like when something like this happens, you should get the support from your family. You should get that support from your family, like aunties and uncles, cousins. And let me tell you, that's all I'm going to say. So, I've been getting support, but not from the people. And I thank everyone that have supported me. I appreciate that. But the other main person that should be supporting me, which is my other parent, my dad, hasn't been doing that. And I know, as a caregiver, I'm not the only person that has experienced this. Like, so that's why I wanted to come on here and just say, like, and this is not the first time. This is like the first time my mother has been sick. This is the third time. Okay? This is the third time. But this is the first and only time where they said, oh, your kidney is failing and you now have to get on dialysis. So, as somebody like me who's very close to her mother, my mother is basically my number one best friend. Okay? Everybody that knows me knows that me and my mother is like this. We are thick as thieves. This is me and my mother. Thick as thieves. So for you to come and tell me her daughter, why should I should be okay? Come on now. Common sense should tell you as my dad that I'm not okay. We're having to make an adjustment. This adjustment don't just affect my mother, it affects me. I'm a daily part of my mother's life. Even if I didn't. Even if we were not in the same household, I'm a daily part of my mother's life. I talk to my mother every day. I don't care if I'm on vacation. I don't care if I'm visiting friends. I could be gone for 3 days, and you better believe 1 out of them 3 days, probably 2 out of them 3 days, I'm talking to my mother. Okay? Me and my mother are very close. Okay? And anybody that has a parent that they're close to, or a best friend, it don't have to be a parent, it could be a best friend. It could be a cousin, a auntie, a uncle, your grandmother, your granddad. Anybody that has someone that they're close to understands that when something happens to that person, it don't just happen to you, it happens to the whole family. And I get it. Everybody been in their feelings about this situation with my mother. Everybody I've told from our close family and friends about this, it has really been difficult. It has really been difficult. But it really hurts me. And it really makes me mad when, people are just not concerned about my well-being. Like, it's like, okay, really? Like, really? So every time you call, it's just, how is she doing? You ain't asking me about me. Not understanding that what happens if something happens to me. Not that something would, but again, transparent moment, y'all. And I could really say a whole lot. But I'm, trying to be respectful. But at the same time, understand and get my point across to y'all to where y'all can understand where I'm coming from. Like, it's just like, come on now. Like, and to be honest, y'all, my mother, who is the person who's getting the care, she's been the most concerned about me. Making sure I eat, making sure I'm sleeping. When I was in the hospital, she was making sure, like, she would tell me, don't come up here today. Make sure you get your sleep. I want you to sleep in your bed. And yes, when I was in the hospital, y'all, I had my whole setup. Okay, listen, I had a whole air bed. Okay, whole air mattress. I had my whole setup. I had the whole setup. Okay, that air mattress, she was in the hospital for 12 days altogether. Out of the 12 days that she was there, I probably would say that their air mattress was there for 10 of those days because I brought it up. Okay, mama went in there on a Thursday. I didn't bring that air mattress up till Monday. So it was in there for about 9 of those days out of the 12 days she was there. So, but I just wanted to say that if it's a caregiver out here listening, I understand. I get it. I know it could be frustrating because I'm telling y'all now, I'm for real. Like, seriously. And then for you to sit on the phone and ask me and say the things that you saying to me, I'm your daughter. Like, I'm your daughter. Like, I'm the main person you need to be concerned about right now. And yes, that is your granddaughter who just lost her grandparent. So yes, you need to be concerned about her as well. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't be concerned about your granddaughter, because you should be concerned about your granddaughter too. So you want to get here, so you need to get here for me and your granddaughter. You want to be there, so you need to be there for her. But you need to be there for me too. And what you don't need to do is be calling me, telling me what I should be doing at this point. When you should be calling me, asking me how I'm feeling. And I shouldn't have to tell you that this can take a mental and emotional and physical toll on somebody. But again, when you've never been in this position, okay, you wouldn't understand. So instead of saying and calling and saying something like that, why don't you ask me how I'm doing? And why don't you ask me what it takes to do that? Instead of calling and telling me what I should do. You don't call and tell me what I should do. No, we don't know. You call and you ask me. And that's pretty much what transpired. You call, he called and telling me what I should do. And that it might hurt somebody or whatever. But I'm going through my own emotional thing. I'm emotionally and mentally and physically going through my own thing right now. Because I'm dealing with my mother. So it's like, before you call somebody, this is my point. Okay, you don't understand something. So because you don't call somebody or you don't approach somebody, when you don't understand somebody, you ask questions. You ask them what it entails instead of calling or coming approaching them and saying something like that. You don't automatically assume because you're not going through what they're going through that you're not, that your daughter is not going through something. Come on now. Like, you ask. When you don't understand something, we were taught in school, when you don't understand something, to ask questions, right? Ask questions. Ask the person, well, what does this all entail? And and at some point he sat on the phone and did say to me he didn't understand it. Of course you don't, because you've never had to take care of anybody, so you don't know what it entails. So instead of calling and saying that to me, why don't you call and ask me how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and what does it take to take care of somebody? Instead of just assuming that I'm okay. And like, come on now. Like, y'all, I cannot tell y'all during this time how many family members I have wanted to literally tell about themselves. And that has gotten, that has not been said nothing, and I haven't said anything to, has gotten grace, because I ain't had time. I'm not finna argue with you. Like, I shouldn't have to take our time to tell you to care. Or like, I'm not finna do that. I shouldn't have to do that. I understand that you're concerned about your sister or your auntie or your cousin. Whatever my mama is to you. But it's okay to be concerned about me too. And it's like, come on. Like, it's and no, some people may sit on here and say, oh, you're selfish. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am the least selfish person you will meet. And like I said, anybody that knows me knows. I don't play about my mama. Y'all heard me say I had a air mattress set up in the room with my mother. I do not play. I go where my mother go. I sit at the dialysis while my mother is getting the dialysis. I drive her to the dialysis and I sit there with her. I'm not with her because I can't go in the back with her. I sit in the lobby while she doing her thing, while she getting her, not doing her thing, but while she getting her dialysis, I sit in the lobby for 4 hours in the morning while she's getting dialysis. And I'm not doing this because I have to. I'm not doing this because I should do it. I'm not being forced to take care of my mother. And guess what? I don't look at my mother as a burden. Some people would look at it and say, oh, this is a burden. No, because this is something I would have did anyway, because that's me. That's not something that everybody's going to do. Everybody's not going to do that. And no, I'm not stopping my life to do it. Yes, I do still have a life. And yes, I can still do what I want to do when I want to do it. So, no, I'm not selfish. And I'm very happy that there's so many people that's very concerned about my mother. Me and my mother have a great support system. We have people that really care about her. But where my problem and frustration is coming in is when you coming and approaching me and you not caring about me and you my family. That's the issue. You know, and you expect it from some people, but not your other parent. I literally had to tell my daddy on the phone yesterday, that he has not once asked me how I'm doing. Every time he has called me, he has asked about my mother. He has not asked about me. I am your daughter. And let's keep in mind, I'm going to say this one time, y'all. Let's keep in mind, him and my mama ain't even together. But regardless of if him and my mother was together, now I'm his child. I'm his daughter. So when you call me, you should say, how are you? Are you good? Not one time, y'all. And I had to point it out to him yesterday. And you know, it's crazy how God works, because I wasn't even going to come on here and say nothing. But after yesterday, ooh, y'all, I've been dealing with, boy, I'm telling man, I've been dealing with some stuff. Let me tell you, listen. Family be the ones, okay? They be the ones that make you want to go there, okay? But I don't have the energy. I don't have time. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. I don't want to make, like, I don't have time to do all that. I'm trying to keep my energy positive. I'm trying to keep positive energy around me. And I don't need the negative. So I have just chosen not to say nothing. But I was going to say something to my daddy, because that's my dad. Everybody else, but my dad, no. You are not going to keep calling me and saying crazy stuff to me, and then think I'm not going to let you know and point it out to you that you have not one time out of this whole time asked me how I'm doing. And I'm your daughter. Really? Come on now. Come on. Seriously, y'all. I'm going to be honest, y'all. My daddy got me feeling like he cared more about the people that he called and actually mentioned to me about than he did me. And I don't know how many people have had that moment, but man, I'm telling y'all. And like I said, I'm trying to be as respectful as possible at the same time with telling y'all. But this is what I've been dealing with. This is some of the stuff that I've been dealing with. And my daddy right there last night, baby, that was it. This is what I'm dealing with. People, I understand that everybody dealing with their emotions. Everybody have different emotions. Everybody process their emotions differently. But come on. When you can't even have the common sense to be like, oh, what's going on with my niece or my cousin or my daughter or whatever the case may be. Come on now. Really. This is what I've been dealing with. Like, but to get it from my daddy is a whole different thing. It's a whole different feeling. Like, I'm your daughter. How many times do I have to tell you only get two parents? One mother, one father. We only get two parents in life. I shouldn't have to keep saying this to you over and over again. Like it sounded like a broken record. And I shouldn't have to point out to you as your daughter that I am your daughter and you haven't asked me one time how I feel. Come on now. Come on. I can expect that from other family, but dang. Like, really? But I'm telling y'all, and anybody that's a caregiver or anybody that's been going through it with their parent or anybody that's the only child, okay? Anybody that's the only child, I am my mother's only child. So anybody that's the only child can understand, anybody that's the only child or anybody that's taking care of a parent or being a caregiver can understand where I'm coming from. And it don't even have to be a parent. But if you are, I can tell you, if you are an only child like me, that your mother had, and you the one that's with the responsibility, then you understand exactly where I'm coming from and you know exactly how I'm feeling. And some of these people can take you all the way out of your character, and it be the family that be the ones that make you want to take you out of character. But I refuse, and I have been refusing to come out of character because I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to have positive people around me. I only want to talk to people that's going to be positive. I don't want nobody calling me saying crazy stuff or texting me saying stuff. If you're not texting me being encouraging, if you're not calling me and saying no encouraging word, then I don't even want you to call me right now. Because I need to stay in a good mental space, and I need to stay in a good physical space and a good emotional space for not just my mother, but for me. Because what happens as a caregiver if I'm not good mentally, if I'm not good emotionally, if I'm not good physically? How can I take care of my mother if I'm not good in those three areas? I just want to say to family and friends out there, and for me, it hasn't even been my friends. This has been my family, for real. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's been my family. But I just want to say to anybody out there that's a caregiver, regardless of who you caring for, I get it. I understand it. And this is not my first time doing this rodeo. This is not. This is not. But this is my first time doing this. I'm doing it by myself. Let's be real. Okay. Let's be real. Yeah, there's caregiver supports and there's people you can talk to and you can do therapy, and I recommend that. If that's what you need to do, there are places you can reach out to that they will support you. Just talked to somebody yesterday and I set it up. If you need to get help, if you need to talk to a counselor, if you need to talk to a therapist, do what you have to do for you. You might have your family, you may have your friends telling you, oh, you don't need to talk to somebody, you don't need to. Yes, you do. You get the support where you get the support where you gonna get it from. If it ain't coming from your family and friends, or the people that you think you gonna get it from, or the people you expected to get it from, then, and if you need to go speak to somebody, a therapist or counselor, you reach out to your doctor. Or you could reach out to your doctor. My doctor asked me when I went to my appointment last week, or was that February 6th, do I need help? If I need assistance, then reach out to her. Well, guess what, y'all? I'm about there. I'm going to be real. You need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. Yes, this is one way that I'm going to share my experience with you guys, with you all, ladies and gentlemen, but it's okay to talk to somebody. This is not 60 years ago where family just didn't deal with stuff and then just put it to the side. No, this is 2024. This is not the 1900s where nothing was dealt with and everything was cast to the side. No. You need to deal with your stuff, and it's too many resources out here for people like us, caregivers, who need it. So reach out. You can reach out to your doctor. They'll give you a counselor. My doctor literally said to me, if you don't want to do it in person, you could do it. You could do it. You could set it up online. where you could do a virtual visit. Because honestly, there are days where I don't want to move out my bed because I'm tired. This is one of those days. So you can talk to the person virtually or go in person. It's whatever you choose. But get the help that you need. If you're not getting it from your family, if you're not getting it from your friends, get the help. If you have somebody around you suggesting that you need help, then that's somebody that actually care about you and that's telling you, okay, I see something going on with you, whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally, because we all know as a caregiver, it can take all of that. It could take an emotional, physical, and mental toll on you as a human being. So you get the help that you need. And if you're a caregiver and whoever you caring for tell you they need the counseling, then you can go. If you need go together or separately or whatever you need to do, then do what you got to do. Do what you got to do for yourself. Because you still got to live your life and you still got to do what you want to do for you. Just because my mama going through this and just because we having to make an adjustment in our life don't mean it stops our life. It's an adjustment. It's a temporary adjustment, but it's an adjustment. Okay? So, get the help that you need. And stay away from the negativity. Even if, regardless of who it is. Family, friends, the loved one. If you notice that somebody that's you need the support from, or you notice that somebody's not giving you the support you need, and every time you getting around them, they draining you, then stop going around them for right now. Because all they doing is just sucking whatever little energy you got out of you. And you need all of your energy. Every piece of it. You need the good energy. The positive vibes coming your way. So, I just want to get on here and say that to everyone. And again, even if you're not a caregiver and even if you're just going through something else in your life, whatever it may be, seek help. Yes, I have God in my life. He is the head of my life. Yes, I pray. I talk to God all the time. But sometimes we need somebody to actually talk to. Find your outlet. This is one of my outlets right now. My other outlet is going to probably be therapy. Okay. Find your outlet. Get it out. Don't let it stick. Don't pin it in. And this is not just for caregivers, but this is for anybody that's going through anything right now. Mental health is real. And if this is not good up here, then ain't nothing else good. Period. Like, you not good. If this ain't good, your head, let's be real, then ain't nothing else good. Okay? You need to be good mentally. Okay? So that everything else can go good. So get the help that you need. Talk to whoever it is that you need to talk to. That's going to help you function during the day. Okay. Healthy outlet. And I'm talking about healthy outlets. Therapists, counselors. Even if it's just a best friend that listens to you. And if you feel like that person gives you what you need, then okay. But surround yourself with positive people. People that's asking about you, that you know cares about you, and you know that you're going to get positive reinforcement. And they going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. But if you looking tired and they tell you, oh, you look tired, you need to get some rest. If you looking hungry and they say, okay, friend, or okay, niece, let me go get you something to eat, what you want to eat. Or they notice, oh, they quiet today, and you not knowing the quiet, then They noticing an emotional need. So right there, you got somebody that knows emotional, physical, and mental. Right there. Surround yourself with positive energy, because I can tell y'all that's what I've been doing, and this is why I've been good, because I've been surrounding myself with positive energy, and I've been blocking out all the negative, straight out. I'm gonna be real with y'all. And then when I say block it out, that means I'm not just not even saying I'm not dealing with it, but I'm just not entertaining it, period. The only reason I came on here, again, my outlet, I'm being transparent with y'all, and I'm letting y'all know what it is. And this is what it is. This is part of the experience. This is part of the process. Period, point blank. And don't be afraid if you have to say something to the person or whoever them. Don't be afraid to say what you got to say. Just say it respectfully. I said what I had to say to my daddy respectfully. I'm going to tell y'all. Whew, I'm telling you. Because y'all know how it be when them people, you get across them people that can make you go out of character. And I'm at the point where listen, I'm dealing with this. So I don't have time to be allowing people to take me out of character like that. Like, we're not. So I just wanted to get on here and just let y'all know and have, transparent moment with y'all. I just let y'all know. Get the help you need. Seek the help you need. And just, whatever it is that you're doing that's keeping you grounded, keep doing it. Because it's working. It's working. If you notice that you ain't went out of character and you ain't did something that you normally, then you know it's working. So, but yeah, just keep the faith, keep going, trust God. And I'm gonna continue to do that, and I'm gonna continue to love myself and do what I gotta do for me, as well. Okay, and get the support that you need. Get the help that you need. So I just hope everyone have a blessed day, a wonderful day. And I just want to say love, blessings, peace, and happiness to everybody on this beautiful Thursday afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time you may be watching this. Love, blessings, peace, and happiness to you all.